Osamason beats. First you want to do is get Serum 2. I mean, honestly, I paid for it, but like you can just literally just crack it on a Discord server and just get it. So yeah, make sure you have a VST. You can also have like Vital, something that's a free VST, but you can, I'd say, just crack Serum 2. But yeah. And then you want to find a preset on this website called Kits for Beats. It literally has like just a shit ton of just like preset serum banks and shit. And then just look at a video of how to add them into your Serum 2. And then yeah, so once you have that, make sure to look for like an OSAMASON or like NetSpend or something like based like serum bank, and then so you get that. So let's look what we have here. Let's see what we're working with. So okay, so I find this one that I like. It sounds pretty nice. So what literally I'm gonna, so I honestly going to minor. It's always been minor, right? Just like there isn't a round of a key went with key you're in, but I usually go like G, and anywhere in like G to A. I'm just gonna go G for this thing, and then put your BPM around 60 to 155, just like anyone. I'm just gonna do 60 because it's simple. Lay down, just put a two like square notes on G. Then copy it and move it down. So you see there's one highlight. There's 3 highlights in between it, and then just do the same upwards as well, just like that. That's a simple chord. And I'm literally just gonna copy this over it and move it up one. And then now just copy that twice, and then you have copy that over, and then you have this. And now that's very simple and all. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some little notes in between. It's like all I do is add just like just this, and it'll sound a lot like more better. Is that after you do that? So yeah, just place like round notes in between these little gaps and just mess around until you have something you like. So I'm gonna do that now. So I have this pattern I just laid on right here, and then we're just gonna copy that over to the next thing, and then I'm literally just gonna change like one note. Let's just put this up here. No, remember this. Actually, I'm gonna just. So that just like gives it a little bit of like you just twist it up a little bit, so it's just not just like the same thing over and over again, and then honestly copy that over. Now I have a pluck. Once we've done that, I'm just gonna copy this MIDI and then grab another Serum 2, and I'm just gonna find another pluck, but I want to find something that's a bit like odd, if you know what I mean. Like this, let's listen. Just wait. See now, this is like compared to like that type of sound which we had in the last one. This is like, I don't know why I keep doing that, but this is kind of like weird. So we're gonna add that, and then we're just gonna I'm just gonna copy and paste this MIDI into this MIDI, and then just then I'm gonna get the one with the weird noise. So this one right here, and then we're just gonna move it up an octave, and then put this one back on, and you hear what it sounds like. That sounds a bit odd. So I mean, you can just keep it in, like play around with like octaves and stuff. Now I'm just gonna remove these. I'm gonna remove these at the bottom. Now I like how that sounds. That sounds nice. So it's like a little mix. It sounds good. And this is the last pattern we're gonna add. I'm gonna find a lead. So I'm using the same serum bank because it's free that I found on Kits for Beats, and it's just find a lead that sounds kind of like funky. See, it kind of like slides. Like it's like wow wow. Like you want something like that. I'd say it's probably the best for like some bits. I'm gonna use this one. Yeah. All right. Let's just put on. I'm just gonna. I literally let that pattern in like 2 seconds, and it was that easy to make something sound nice. So, just like 2 notes per bar is like fine. Like you can play around with it. Like if you want to, you can like pull a 9 vicious and just like do this. But you don't want something too hectic, so I'm just gonna keep it like this. But yeah, that wasn't even that hectic. But you know what I mean. So this is like so it was that easy. We laid down. I showed you how to do serial pattern. It's really easy to do that, and that's like pretty basic just for making SIMPLEST beats. If you don't know what you don't know what you want to do, just lay that down and just mess around with it to make this, and then we grab a lead and we lay down just like a couple notes, and then now it sounds pretty good, I'd say. So now we have a little melody, okay? Now we get to the good part, the drums. So first, I'm actually just gonna split these all apart. So you want to just like put them down in your thing, and then just assign them all to a mixer tracks. How you do that? Left click on the top one and then drag downwards, and then just select all of them. Click this arrow on the top left, click it, and then find assigned, select it to free mixer tracks. And now all your sorry, before you do that, if you have these still, just remove all of them from mixer tracks, like these like weird things that FL comes with. And then do what I said to do before. So assign the mixer tracks. And then now you have this. 1, 2, 3 you have all the things. So now we have them all on this mixer track. We have them all on this mixer track. So we're gonna I might do. Actually, you know what I usually do first is I grab EQs and I just cut out all the words from all the plus. And I move the highs up a little bit. It's good. Get this other pluck. Just do the same thing. That's just all I'm going to do for these ones. And then on your lead, this is optional. While I do into my lead, I usually just keep the EQ the same. Sometimes I'll grab a ghost beat. This is what like I've seen it. Samson does this, his producer. Put a point here. So go when you have ghost beat open, if you want to do this, and you see what I'm doing. Put a point in the very middle, just on the second thing. Then put another one at the start of this. And also put another one like right above this one, so it's like a line. And then right click on this one and press single curve, and then it'll look like this. Then just drag us up to the top and you'll see what it sounds like. Yeah. That sounds a bit, it's kind of like cool. It's going like, it sounds like, I think you probably heard that's something like Addicted maybe, if you listen to something. Why would you, I'm an idiot. So you would have heard stuff like that and maybe Addicted, like with the wow, 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 you know what I mean? Like you hear like the pitch change. That's what Ghost Beat does. I usually put that on my leads every now and then when I change it up a little bit. So now I think we have a solid melody. Just copy this over like 4 times, I guess. And then we're gonna go to make a new pattern, and then I'm just gonna put it just stretching across one bar, right? Now this is where we get to our drums, our favorite part. So first, I always lay down an 808. So what this drum kit I found that's deconstructed from Funhouse by Pretty Fun. I found it on Kits for Beats, and it has just all the sounds from that album, but I'm just gonna be using it for this. So let's just use. You want a loud 808, kind of like this. I mean, it depends, but usually for these beats, you want like a loud 808. So I wouldn't use something like this. It's short and it's not like, and something like this I wouldn't use. It just sounds a bit odd. You want something like loud and just like this. So I'm actually just gonna use this one, and I'm gonna lay out a simple pattern. You can honestly, you don't need to stay in key. Sometimes, like I usually just put it on C5. Like I don't care about the key, but you can if you want. But for these kind of beats, you kind of want a low 808, but let's just play around with this. So always remember to cut your 808s, guys. Right click on it, cut itself. Always do that. Put this on max velocity, and then let's just go. Stick with that. It's simple. It's just like It's all it is. It's so simple. You don't need to clutter your 808s. So just remember to always keep it simple. And once you have 808s, I'm gonna grab a hi-hat. So let's just find one that sounds kind of nice. You want a loud hi-hat kind of for these beats because it gives like the distortion that Samson and like Che and everyone has. So let's find like a. I like this one. It's out at the front and it's not that long. So, and now I could lay out a complicated pattern, but we're on 160 BPM, so we can literally just right click this, fill in each 2 steps, and it'll just sound nice. Like just. I'm literally gonna keep this. I'm actually gonna keep it. I like how it sounds. So yeah, that's done with the hi-hat. Alright, it was that easy. Now I'm gonna grab a clap. That sounds nice. Honestly, first one I click sounds nice. Let's use this one. And then I'm gonna if you don't have like these like you kind of want if you don't have like the buttons here to play sound stuff because it's kind of easy to do with like hi-hats and stuff. Click your thing. Click graph editor and then it'll come back up and you can just close the graph and then you have it back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna find a nice place to place a hat. So it was that easy. Now that's pretty. Alright, clap. And if you want to, you can layer with a snare to make it sound a bit unique. So let's see if we can like what we can do with that. So find a snare that's kind of short and a bit like not too loud. So like something like this. This is good. So we're just gonna copy this pattern and paste it into this. Alright. Now, okay, so I'm the clapping on the hi-hat. What's next? What can we do next? Let's do open hats. Alright, we're gonna do an open hat now. Just find something that sounds like do you like. It doesn't matter what kind of open hat you have. It's like you want to be kind of funky with your beat so you stand out in the producing community. So it doesn't matter, but just pick an open hat. Let's just shout open hat, so. I'm actually gonna put these up key actually. Yeah, I like how it sounds. Okay. Now once it's in the open hat, you want to grab some sounds just to like. You want to make it sound like you don't just want to be bland with just drums. You want to get some sound. So I'm gonna find some stuff to add to it and see if it sounds nice. So. Let's just add this. This perk is like more songs. Let's just add this and just see what we can do with it. Alright, that's done with that perk. Now let's. Maybe we can add a. What? I don't like any of these. Let's check out the actual sound effects that of the Vox. She's a gunshot. I can't lie. I'm just gonna place the gunshot at the start. What a. Right. So I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna probably put it at the start of the just like the piano roll just to give it a little bit of like when the beat starts it hits better, you know. Alright, and I'm gonna find maybe one more sound just to stick in there somewhere. What a simple chance. I think we're done with the drums. All right. So we added our 808, our hat. That was so simple. We just one click of the button to get the hi hat. We added our claps with the snares laid over it. We added open hat. We added 2 little clicky perks, a gunshot at the start, and a chant, just like randomly, just to spice it up a little bit. Now what we're gonna do, what we did with these when we added them to the mixer tracks, we're just gonna do the same thing. So we're gonna click on the top sound, drag to the bottom across these little things on the side, press this arrow, assign to free mixer tracks. Yeah, there we go. Now it's all here as well. So let's not just a panning. Don't. Now first thing I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna get the 808. Actually, not. No. I'm gonna show you guys how to configure your master for the best fucking like distortion ever. All right. So get a soft clipper. Just don't touch it. Leave it like that. Now see these little EQ things. This is the magic. Move this up a little bit. Get this second knob down here and just widen it out like that. Now. Move the high ends up a little bit, maybe around 2, and move the low ends up like by 1 on there. Like that's it. Maybe we can unwind this a little bit like that. Now it doesn't sound that distorted now, but when we do the 808s, it's gonna make it sound a lot better. So get an 808, put a soft clipper on it, put the threshold to the lowest, and then just play with this post until the 808 like hits through the beat, if you know what I mean. Like you see what I mean. Now you can see the 808's creating its own distortion, if you know what I mean. So like now if we disable the soft clipper. It makes it so much better. That's it. Now, if you think your hat's a bit too quiet, you can always adjust this high end knob right here, just up a little bit. I like how it is with nothing, but if your hi-hat's a bit too quiet and you want to up it, you can do that. That's how you make it sound more. It also make your hi-hat sound a bit more distorted. So yeah, but I'm gonna keep it like this. Now, one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure the snare and the clap is the same what's it called? Volume. So see, these are my 2 claps and snares, and when they hit, let's see if these are the same like height. See, they're not. All right, we're gonna want to fix that. Adjust this a little bit. Now they're the same height, it sounds so much better. Alright, I'd say we're basically done now. We have a beat cooked up, and it sounds amazing, so... Like, damn! Alright, now we're gonna have that. Let's just... And that's just to make it so... Everyone should just get a producer tag, guys. Like, I'm telling you guys, get a producer tag. It's literally just like, the most, like... If you want to actually produce it, get a producer tag. This is mine. I'm gonna find a part to like okay. Alright, I got it. So let's cut this. I'm just gonna cut this off this little echo. I kinda want just to do one. I'm gonna chop this part here. You'll see what it sounds like in a second. Actually, I'll just play it for you guys. It sounds like this. Now let's put it with the beat and we'll make it sound better. So like it'll go S. Alright, so here, so put this. we go. That's my proof tags in the beat. Now, if you want to, you can add a little intro. In a lot of Samason's beats, it's not really an intro. Kind of just starts like this. Let's say we were. So I'd cut off all the jumps of the first 2 bars. I'd remove this, and maybe I'd remove both of these. But usually, if I want it in something like you said at the start. Actually, I'm starting like this. So I can add this part in without it being such a shock because of the noise. So. Damn. Now, one more thing. If you do want to spice it up a bit at the end, I probably should mention this before. Just make a snare roll. Like, it's so easy to make snare rolls. So grab a snare. Make sure it's kind of short and loud. So, like, I want to say snare after it, but I'm not going to use it. Actually, that snare I liked in this SD kit. Where is it? It was the one for Century. Where is it? Just I'm blind. Just I'm in the wrong one. I hate this one. I like this one a lot. Put this in. Let's just make our own another pattern for it, and then we're gonna. This is all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the end of it. Just end of the bar, so here. So we're gonna. I started the 3rd bar when you go. See how it just like adds just like texture, like it's just so good, bro. Alright, let's let now. Gonna copy paste over. I'm just gonna put it at the end of every bar. Now for a Samason beat, you usually want 8 bars of vocal. So let's just so we're gonna put this up again. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, and then we'll put a break in between here, and then just do it again. Like it is not that hard. Right now let's just see how the break sounds. So Alright, that's good. Actually, but what I'm gonna do now, I'm realizing, I'm actually just gonna have this end part in this roll. Alright, that's good. Now let's just so we copy paste it like that. Alright. I did it weirdly. Just keep copy paste this over. Alright, there we go. We're done. Now, let's just play the beat.